Hello and welcome back to Crystal Lightworkers podcast. In this series, Crystals on the Subtle Energy of Life, we explore subtle energy crystals and how they interact with your personal field. Today we'll focus on energy shifts through crystal meditation and how you can consciously move, balance and transform your energy using crystals. What is an energy shift? An energy shift is a shift in perception and state of being that changes the experience of your reality. Awareness or consciousness is energy, and when crystals interact with your field of consciousness, a shift in the vibration will adjust mindsets and emotional reaction to said mindsets. Physical and emotional health is determined by the body's reaction to the mind, which is composed of thoughts, attitude, and subliminal programming. Let's look at an example here. So somebody who is constantly worrying, the mind is constantly having an attitude of worry. The body reacts to that mindset, that attitude, and it goes into tension. And what we have learned through working with metaphysical is that tension that arises from worry, the attitude of worry, affects the stomach. So when we use crystals and we eliminate the worry, we learn how to use crystals to help us balance that mind, that tension. Then the body starts to find the harmony. Tension or relaxation within the body is created as a reaction to a mind energy. It can be an attitude, as I previously said, with worry. It can be a subliminal energy that is something that you're not consciously aware of, something that's been programmed deep inside of you. It may be an inherited program from your ancestors where you feel that you are not good enough, or whether you feel that you are not fitting in, and all of those kind of subliminal programmings that go on in the subconscious mind are still affecting the body. The body is reacting to those subliminal messages. When we work with crystals, a shift can occur. We're beginning to realize that the mind really is the leader of the orchestra, so to speak. So when we can soothe and calm the mind and eliminate all those pre-programs, find an attitude that's linked to the full presence so that we're not being overly concerned about things, and live in our heart presence fully, then we find harmony. A shift can occur when an attitude is replaced with compassion, or a thought is brought into full presence, or an outdated program within you is challenged by the crystals and you bring it into conscious awareness, which is illuminations. When you have them aha moments, I am thinking like this, aha, or within me I am carrying this program, aha. Those illuminations are then enabling you to be able to choose a crystal accordingly and aim to shift out of that vibratory field. All this is possible using crystals with conscious awareness. And when a shift happens, we become more harmonized, more open and more heart-centered. And from this new vibratory state, we can heal anything that is not at ease within us. Because that is exactly what dis-ease is, when we are not at ease with our mind, when we are not at ease with what's going on mentally or subconsciously. The body has an automated natural healing program built in. So when we shift into harmony, mentally and subconsciously, the body releases and relaxes all that tension and starts the process of returning to a divine state of being. Crystal meditation is a practice of focusing with a crystal to influence your energy, calm and soothe the mind, and enhance awareness of your subconscious state. It differs from general meditation in that a crystal acts as a vibrational guide, supporting energy flow. It can amplify intentions and subtle energy work. It provides a tangible focus point for your attention and your awareness, so your mind doesn't wander off into what you're going to do in your daily routine. So through crystal meditation, you can experience illumination. You can experience a recognition of your attitude. You can experience the silence within you, the peace, and then eventually you will start to feel lighter, clearer, more grounded, and depending on what crystal you've used and your intention, you will have absorbed that energy. So how do crystals shift energy? Crystals shift energy through vibration and resonance. The light from the crystal interacts with the neurological system and sends subliminal messages to the brain and to the subconscious. Some crystals amplify or expand energy. Ensure the energy you want amplifying is focused upon what you want amplifying. Because if you focus on a pain in your leg, say for instance, you may amplify the pain that is in your leg. Ensure that when you connect to an amplifier, your focus is on harmony and not the pain body. It may be better if you are in pain or you are recognizing that there is something not right within you and you can't get out of that mind frame, or you can't shift your awareness away from the pain and into the harmony. Use an absorber, a crystal that is an absorber or a contractor of energy to absorb the pain body before using an amplifier. So let's have a look at this. Quartz, clear quartz in particular, is an amplifier. It will amplify and exaggerate and magnify whatever it is that you want, which is great when you can focus on the harmony, the peace, the abundance, whatever it is that you're looking to amplify and magnify within your life. That's great. But if you have pain within your body, or your mind is in a negative frame and you're struggling to get out of that negative frame, it is going to be more advantageous for you to use a contractor or absorber of energy, which would be smoky quartz or maybe obsidian, and allow the smoky quartz or the obsidian to absorb any excess energy, which would be the pain body, into it to help you find that peace, that harmony, that whatever it is that you're looking for, that realization, that illumination of what is creating that pain body, what attitude it is, what is creating this disturbance, this dis-ease within my energy. And the contraction of energy will take you deep within yourself to have awareness of what is the source of the pain body, whereas the amplifier will only amplify it. Now, we do go into this in a lot more detail, obviously, in the diploma, but the basic understanding that certain crystals amplify and expand energy, whereas other crystals contract and absorb energy, should help you to start to use them with more awareness on how they're interacting and helping you make shifts in your energy. Some crystals are better at balancing energy before you dive into that root cause. So if it's something really traumatic and you don't want to go into the trauma, you might want to balance the energy a little bit before you use a contractor to go to the root of whatever is creating the pain body. Crystals that will help you do that are sodalite or jade, and there are others, but sodalite and jade help smooth turbulence in emotional and in mental energy, and this affords the individual to then place awareness more clearly in the area of the imbalance, because the trauma or the pain or whatever's going on is a little bit more harmonized and will help you be able to sit in that field to identify the center. So if you see energy as spiraling, what you're aiming to do is to sit in the center of the turbulence that has created the pain body. And it's very difficult to do if the turbulence is extreme. So by balancing your energy, you will reduce the extreme turbulence into a more balanced commodity, for enabling you to use a contractor to go in to find the root or the center of the pain body that has been causing disturbance in your energy field. Other crystals that can affect a shift are crystals that can clear stagnant energy, for example. So sometimes we sit with energy and we wonder why we keep experiencing the same life lessons. It's almost like life's just going round in a circle, and we're now experiencing the same lesson, different story, but the same lesson. So if you have stagnant energy within you and you're struggling to move that energy, then some really good crystals that will help you shift stagnant energy are selenite, which has striations in the actual crystal. If you have a look at it, it grows in straight lines, so it helps you recognize that this is going to be really quick and fast, and it's going to help you shift that stagnant energy. Carnelian will shift it, but in a different way. Carnelian will shift it because it's got a very fiery energy and a warming energy, and it'll help you access whatever you need to access to get that energy moving. It will bring a desire, it will bring inspiration for you to be able to move forward and help release those blockages and push through whatever the stagnation is. And the stagnation will be usually due to a fear or unknown program that is within you that you may not have recognized is holding you back. Deep programming and ancestral work sometimes need stronger crystals to aid a shift because it's so impregnated in the DNA and the cellular composition that you may need stronger ones than that I've mentioned. And these would need more training on how to do that. You do need to make sure that you link with the correct ancestors. You set your intention to linking to those that are going to be beneficial to you instead of opening yourself to feel their wounds. So think of your energy like water. Crystals act as a current of energy, bringing many, many types of frequencies, aiding moving, smoothing, and balancing the flow through compassion, forgiveness, intrigue, desire, reassurance, and so the list goes on of all the different frequencies that can be experienced with using crystals. Now, the shift can just be a subtle shift that you find that you've got more confidence and that you're not as bothered about what people think about you. And that's great. Or they can be really, really profound, where you break a relationship or you change your job or you move country. All of these things can have different levels of impact on your life. So working with crystals without a shadow of a doubt will change your life, but whether they just make you more confident or whether they ask you to move and to live in a different country, I don't know. It's all down to your soul and your desires and what lights you up. So here is a little crystal meditation that you may want to try to be able to experience the energy shifts. So choose a crystal. You can use an amplifier or a contractor, an absorber, or you could just choose any of the crystals that you feel that will help you make the shift that you require. And then create a safe space and sit calmly or lie down and become aware of your body and ask your body to show you where you are carrying any tension or disharmony. Your body is very intelligent. It will speak to you. So if you're just holding a crystal, you can ask, clear quartz is really good for this because it magnifies where there is tension in your body. So you can ask a clear quartz and just say, please, will you show me where I'm carrying tension in my body? And the clear quartz will very kindly amplify that tension. And then you can say, thank you very much. I now know where it is. You can also ask the clear quartz to help you ascertain what that tension is linked to, and it will amplify or magnify that so that you get conscious awareness of it. But like I said previously, the pain body can be sometimes very difficult to ignore. So if it's bringing up pain, if it's actually densed down enough to actually be causing you pain in the body, that might not be the way to go. However, if you want to catch things in your subtle energy field before they impact on your physical body, then this is a good way of being able to become more aware of the subtle energy in your field so that your physical body stays free of these imbalances and this dis-ease within you. So once you've chosen your crystal, then ask your body to show you where the tension is, and you sit in pure awareness, the silence, and set your intention to maybe I am open to shift alignment to be with my highest good, or I release outdated programs, or I find compassion within whatever it is that you need to find compassion within. Remember that pain is linked to the mind, program, attitude, or illusion, and you need truth, compassion, and full presence to clear it. So when you go into your heart, if you're seeing an illusion, your heart will begin to explain to you what the truth is behind that illusion and help you understand why you're experiencing it. So call on the spirit of the crystal and invite the light or the dark into your body. And don't be afraid of the dark, because remember, the dark is a contractor, into your body to expand or contract your field. Become the observer of your mind, of full presence, of any programs that are shown to you or you experience, and relax and be prepared to receive nothing, because nothing is a shift in itself into harmony, into stillness, into peace. So remember that nothing is something beautiful. Observe it and embrace it, because when you sit in the nothing, in the silence, you will begin to learn that the silence actually speaks not through words but through acknowledgements. The benefits of these shifts will release blockages and emotional tension, bring clarity and focus into the mind, create intuition and inner guidance, promote balance and harmony in your aura, and support overall energy awareness and self-care. And if you become more aware of your subtle energy and make the shifts whilst they are in your subtle energy field instead of in your physical energy field, you will find that the body will last longer, be in less pain, and you will live longer, basically. Okay, so in conclusion, crystals aid making energy shifts into harmony and peace, but remember, it's sometimes possible to be addicted to the drama and stimulus of life. So peace may be strange at first when you start experiencing it in your life. I know some people have said to me, oh, it's boring. And it's only boring because you haven't got that chaos. You haven't got that addiction to the drama, to the buzz of life, because that is a false stimulus. When you start to relax and get into the peace and watch a beautiful sunset, or you get lost in the beauty of a rose, or your heart skips a beat when you watch the horses playing in the yard, or whatever nature has to show you, then you will find that you are more in harmony. You are not addicted to the stimulus, that life is so beautiful and you don't need those dramas and things. So check in with yourself and see if you are ready to find that inner harmony, to release unease and the adrenaline that goes with the 21st century Western living. Can you live without the drama, the TV, the buzz that is created for the senses that keeps us addicted to wanting more? Shifting and harmonizing your energy by connecting with crystals and your intentions can create balance, clarity, and vibrational alignment. But it can also take you into a new, unfamiliar state of being. Peace, unity, individuality, independence, away from the normal, into the wholeness of your being, that reconnection with what is beautiful in nature. For some of us, that shift is too much and has to be done gradually in stages. You'll find you'll start to get a low tolerance that comes with the new alignment, which will bring disjointed friendships, relationships, the unrest of a soulless job, the release of responsibility. And as you choose new friends, new jobs, new lifestyles, and align with your higher frequency that you are shifting into, you will become lighter, happier. The experience is so worth it as you shed your old skin of who you were and begin to attract the vibrations of these higher aspects. Life gets better, easier, and more comfortable. The discomfort is the shedding, the growing, but those committed to this journey will keep coming back for more as they find their new selves and uncover more of their beautiful soul and integrate it down here on earth, uniting heaven on earth. So I hope that you've gained some advantage from listening to this podcast. Stay tuned for the next discussion in our series of crystals on the subtle energy of life, where we'll explore crystals for the mind to bring mental clarity and focus, enhancing your mind and concentration. Thank you for listening to Crystal Lightworkers podcast. Please share this episode or leave a review to help others discover the subtle energies of crystals.